Hey y'all, I'm Dr. J here. As I was getting dressed today, putting on a red shirt for Valentine's Day, it left me thinking about the appearance of salespeople in a modern digital video selling environment, and how often I am left amazed by the attire somebody wears on the other end of a screen. They wear things that, well, at least I would hope and pray that they would never walk into my office wearing, and yet they wear it and think it's perfectly fine to try to sell me something on the other end of a screen, wearing a t-shirt, or maybe it's a collared shirt that isn't pressed and ironed. Um, IT bros, I don't know what's up with the black t-shirts and the black hoodies. Well, whatever, I digress. For the rest of the world, what we wear matters. And the thing to understand is that the very first thing the consumer buys is the salesperson. And the very first thing they see is you. Before you ever have a chance to talk about your product, your service, your company, and not in that order, by the way, they see you and they make an instant decision. It happens really quickly. And so that visual representation of your organization's brand is represented by what you wear, right? Now, granted, if you were to walk into my office in a jacket, you might not need to wear the jacket on the other end of a screen. If you only have 2 calls a day, I don't know why it's so hard to throw on a jacket. Dress for the part. Dress to impress. Dress slightly better, not extremely better, but slightly better than your client. Always. If you sell to individuals that wear flannels all day, cool, solid. Wear a flannel. Make sure yours is pressed. I shouldn't have to say washed. Make sure it's pressed, right? Just a little bit better. Right? Because you're representing your brand in what you wear. So your physical attire matters, as well as your background matters, right? Not everybody is fortunate to have a nice background like I have here. This is a former rock stage. It's a performance stage my kids used to play on. They've all moved on with their life, taken their equipment with them, and I am fortunate enough to have an awesome stage that I can shoot these videos from. For some people, all they have is a background of a wall behind them. Cool, I get it. Go to Amazon, spend $20 on a green screen. If your company's not willing to spend $20 for you on a green screen, well, that's an entirely different conversation. For everybody else, a $20 green screen on Amazon or wherever you can get one allows you the ability to change that background. Don't do the blur. All that's left is making people wonder why you're blurring your background. Don't do the USS Enterprise. Really cool, but unless you're selling starships, probably not what you want, right? That cool beach scene. Okay, are you really on a beach? And if you are, that's pretty damn distracting. So think about that background, because the background represents your brand, right? And so the good companies, the companies who care, I can always tell. Their people have a branded background behind them, right? I've seen one with the mission statement of the org. Super cool, right? I've seen ones that represent their environment. So if you're selling coffee wholesale, maybe you have your roaster behind you, right? A good digital image of your roaster. Or maybe you're selling computers and you've got an image of your factory. Or maybe you're selling cars and you've got it of your dealership. Or maybe you're selling tools and you've got it of your shops. Whatever the case may be, your background represents a visual imagery that resonates like that in the mind of the client. So think about that. Think about your appearance in a digital world. Dress up, don't dress down. Press your shirts, look nice. Think about your background. Get rid of the blur, get rid of the beach, get rid of the USS Enterprise, and put something material that represents your brand behind you. You just need to always realize one simple fact. Your client is going to buy you before they buy your product or service or company, not in that order again. And the first thing they see is you and your background. So make sure it properly represents your brand. All right? I wish you all the best of luck in 2023. Happy Valentine's.